Hi crafters, today's card is a double rolling top card. This card lays flat for shipping, as you can see, and then you push those sides, tuck them in, and then it will stand up and display. How nice is that? This is just a very simple card to make. It requires no die cuts. Let's get started. So for our first piece, this is going to be cut at 7 inches by 5 inches. Then we will need 2 pieces, and these are 4 by 5. We're going to turn it back on the 4-inch side. And we're going to score this starting at the 1/2 inch. We're going to score it every 1/2 inch. You should have 7 score lines. So there's the first one, and then we'll do the second one. So again, on the 4-inch side, and then just score every 1/2 inch. Then we will need 1 piece that is 4.5 by 5, and another piece that is 2.5 by 3.5, and this is just a small piece to sit on the center. We will also need 6 pieces, and these are cut at 5 inches by 1/2 inch. Just a little under 1/2 inch if you want, just so they fit in the little groove. So we're done with our scoreboards. We'll move that to the side. And then for the base piece, we're going to work on the 2 side pieces that we're going to glue on. So we're just going to fold these. You want to fold just in one direction. So you want to make a valley, and then the rest will be mountain folds. And you can do it from either side. It doesn't matter, since if you had pattern paper, you'd want to make sure that they were lined up. But since this is all the same color, I'm just going to fold all of these and crease these out. I'm just making sure that the edge is even. And then one last, this one's the hardest one because you really have to work the paper. There we go, and then just crease that out. And then so this will be the rolling on the right or the left side, depending on which way you put it. So it should look like that when you're done. So I'll do the next side. And again, I'm just going to fold this in. I'm going to speed up the camera just to do this really quick. So those are our 2 side panels on the top. Then we need our center piece, and this is the pattern paper, and that's going to lay in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip that over. I'm going to grab my ruler just so I can make sure that I am a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch from the edge. Let's do a 1/4 inch. So I'm just using it as a marker just to make sure that I've got the clearance so that the sticky tape is far enough in so that little lip, when you fold it in, will stay. And I'm just going to put 3 pieces on each side. And you don't really need, just one on the top, bottom, and then one in the middle. Mine's a little bit high, so I'm probably just going to lift up the ruler and just make sure I'm still lined up with that 1/4 inch from the edge. And you just want to do it from the sides. It can be closer to the bottom of the card or the top of the card. And then one last piece. Okay, so that is going to be for the center of the card. We're going to pull off that tape. And then when we lay this down, I'm going to use my ruler again, and we're going to make sure this is about in the center, and it's about 1.25 inches from each edge. So I'm just using my ruler just to line it up, and then I'll just lay that down, and then just push that tape down. Now for the sides, we're going to glue these down. So the 1 piece that is in, we're going to glue it on the wrong side. And then we're going to take that, we're going to tuck that in on the bottom. And then just make sure that edge is lined up. And then just secure that down. And then when that gets tucked in, it'll look just like that. And then you're going to do it, same thing on the other side. So we're going to glue one side. We're going to line it up so it's with the edge of the card and that fold, and then just put that down. So that is the base of the card so far. So for the back, you can put 1 more piece. This is a piece of scrap paper. It could be a little bit bigger, but because I have the scrap, I'm just going to use it. So I'm going to put this on the back of the card. And again, you can make it to it's a little bit longer just to hide those edges. But I don't want to waste another piece of paper, so that's why I use that one. All right, so as these are tucked in, you just want to work with them just a little bit just to make sure they line up how you want. And then we're going to take those 6 pieces and we're going to put these on. So we're just going to glue these down. I've lined these up so that the paper is in order of the print. And we're going to start on the 3rd one from the inside. And we're going to go every other one. You could do every one. You could make them smaller and do them. And then you just want to cut off any excess. So that one's going to go there. We're going to skip one and then we'll glue the next one down. And making sure these are right. Let's go that way. That looks lined up. So we'll put glue on this one. And you could use your tape if you wanted to on these. Again, we're going to skip one, so we're going to just do every other one. So you'll need 3 for each side. And then we'll glue that last one down. Just like that. And then if they are too big, you could cut these a little bit smaller, but I wanted them to fit exactly. So I'm just going to take and cut off the excess on the sides. And then we'll turn that one and just cut it off. Because my glue didn't stick there. Okay, and then the last one, that one looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to leave that one for now. All right, so then I'm going to also make sure that they're cut on the bottom so they're lined up with the edge of the paper. Let's move that out of the way. And then we'll work on the other side. So let's tuck that in, make sure it looks good, it fits. That's perfect. And then we'll glue the other 3 on the same way. So I'm just going to line these up, making sure that the pattern is going the right way. And then once I have that lined up, I'm just going to take and secure these down. Again, so you're going to do, if you're doing it the way I am, it's the first one, skip one, glue one, skip one, glue one. If you start from the other end, you want to do it on the 3rd one in. Perfect, just like that. And then again, I'm just going to push that glue down. And then we'll flip this over. We're going to cut just off the excess. Make sure both sides look good. And then we'll also check the sides and make sure, see if we have to cut any of that off. And I'm making sure this is lined up still. So this one we just need to cut just a tiny bit off. And then we'll do this side. And then we'll check the last one. Okay, so we'll tuck those back in. So this is the base of the card so far. This is what it's going to look like. Just something different that can, you know, ship flat and then have some dimension to it when it's, you know, displayed. Then for the front, we're going to do that little white piece that we did, and then I have a sign that says, "You deserve the best." I'm going to use these butterfly punches, and these are from a very, very old Martha Stewart punch. So we'll use those, we'll put those on there. I just want to always line your stuff up before you glue it down. So we're going to glue these just with the, I'm using the Bearly Art, just precision craft glue. And I'm just putting this on the middle of the butterfly. I don't want to put the wings down, I'm just doing just the center of the body. Oops, let's try that again. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and just push that glue down. And then we'll glue another one right about here. And again, this is just design this the way you want it. I just thought this rolling top card would be cool. After I made the first one, I thought, let's try a double one and see if that works. It's just something different and just to try something. And then we'll do the last one at the bottom. I think I'll put him right about there. That looks good right about there. Okay, now before I secure this down, I'm going to take just a black marker. But first, let me just make sure these are secure. I don't want them to move once I have them down. Okay, so I'm just going to take, actually I'm going to use a pen, not a marker. And I'm just going to do just the little lines like you see the trail of the butterfly. And then I think I'm also going to do it on the little message too. Just do just a little bit, just to looks like he went through there, or they went through there. Perfect, like that. So add just a little bit more there. All right, that's enough. I don't want to overdo it. And then we'll secure these two pieces down. I'm going to put the one butterfly wing over the top. I am going to glue this with a quick dry glue. So we're just going to put our glue on there. And that is going to go in the center. Just like that. And then we'll glue this piece down. And then secure that to the bottom of the card. Now you could add some additional embellishments on this. You could do the butterflies. You could actually add another layer and do 3D butterflies. That would be really nice. Okay, so then as I close this, you can see it'll close, it'll stand up for display. And that is it. That is the card that we made today. This is a very quick, easy card to make. Again, you could put a belly band on here. I did not. But I want to thank you for joining me. This is Jonna with Purple Girl Crafts. If you haven't joined my channel, please do so. Until next time, happy crafting, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.